Prince Harry's leap into producing his own content seems to be encountering a few unexpected hurdles, particularly with his highly anticipated Netflix series centered around his love for Polo. While Harry may have initially approached this project with enthusiasm and confidence, insiders suggest that Netflix executives are far from impressed. Despite Harry's royal pedigree and his apparent faith in his own star power, it seems this series lacks the key elements that Netflix is known for: drama, tension, and excitement. Simply put, the Polo series hasn't delivered the gripping narrative that the streaming giant's audience has come to expect. Now, let's be real for a moment. Polo isn't exactly the most relatable sport for the average viewer, especially on a global scale. It's a niche passion, loved by a small but elite community, and it appears Harry's deep affection for the game hasn't quite translated into compelling television content. This mismatch raises some interesting questions. Did Harry overestimate his ability to captivate viewers with Polo? Or did Netflix underestimate the complexities of turning such a privileged pastime into something the masses could engage with? But there's an even bigger twist here. Isn't it a bit ironic that Harry, who has been highly vocal about his distaste for media manipulation and public relations strategies, now finds himself entangled in a similar game? In the past, Harry has openly criticized the press, including throwing shade at his stepmother Camilla for her savvy PR moves. Yet, with every project he undertakes now, whether it's a public speech, a charitable initiative, or a Netflix series, Harry's image is being carefully shaped and molded to fit the persona he and Meghan Markle want to project. It's almost as if he's swapped the constraints of royal duty for the equally restrictive demands of Hollywood and public relations. Behind the scenes, things are even more complex. Despite publicly condemning the addictive nature of social media, it turns out Harry is just as hooked on it as the rest of us. Rumors suggest that he's constantly plugged into social media, keeping an eye on how the public perceives him and his projects. The irony here is hard to ignore. While the royal couple often warns about the dangers of social media, it seems Harry can indulge without guilt, so long as it's in the service of maintaining his public image. Now, let's shift back to the Netflix drama. As Harry returns to his home in Montecito, California, the stakes are higher than ever. According to industry insiders, Netflix is far from thrilled with the latest cut of Harry's Polo series. The 5-part documentary, which is set to launch this December, is being described as, well, underwhelming. With Netflix reportedly disappointed in the content's lack of excitement, the pressure is mounting on Harry to make some serious revisions. For a platform that thrives on delivering high-octane, binge-worthy content, this Polo series feels too slow, too niche, and simply not engaging enough. One source claims that Netflix executives have already called Harry in for a high-level meeting, demanding that the series be re-edited to include more drama and excitement. With 5 episodes already shot, this leaves Harry in a bit of a tricky spot. After all, if the best moments of the series have already been included, where do they go from here? One insider has suggested that they might have to create drama, something that may not sit well with Harry, who prides himself on authenticity and staying true to his values. But here's the harsh reality. Netflix is paying the bills, and when your employer asks for changes, you don't get much say in the matter, even if you're a prince. As much as Harry might want to resist, he's learning firsthand that in the world of Hollywood production, the creators aren't always the ones in control. And while Harry has spent much of his life being adored simply for who he is, this new chapter is far more complex. He's no longer just a royal. He's a content creator competing in an industry that thrives on public interest, ratings, and, yes, drama. For Harry, this must be a tough pill to swallow. He's used to living in a world where his charm and royal status were enough to win people over. But in the ruthless world of streaming platforms like Netflix, you can't rely on charm alone. You need substance, entertainment value, and content that resonates with a global audience. And right now, it seems like Netflix doesn't believe Harry's passion for Polo is going to cut it. According to reports, there are already meetings in the works to determine what went wrong and, more importantly, how to fix it. Some insiders suggest that the series might need to include more than just Polo. Perhaps a deeper dive into Harry's personal life or more behind-the-scenes drama could salvage the project. After all, Netflix subscribers are used to getting a front-row seat to the lives of high-profile figures, and Harry's life certainly isn't short on intrigue. As Harry faces these challenges, one thing is clear. His transition from royal life to Hollywood isn't as smooth as many might have expected. Producing hit content that resonates with viewers is an entirely different game, and Harry is learning that no amount of royal status can shield you from the demands of the entertainment industry. So, what do you think? Will Harry's Polo series manage to rebound and impress Netflix's tough critics? Or is this a sign that his passion projects might not always translate to audience favorites? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to stay updated on all the latest celebrity news and behind-the-scenes stories, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and drop a comment with your take. You're watching Fame Finder, where we keep you in the loop on all things trending.